Hi everyone, I'm Sarah Morgan and I'm here to show you how important non-technical skills are. Technical skills now that will help you in your business and maintain your profit. We empower people to be leaders. All the skills required by your managers and executive staff, board members and valuable staff members can be achieved in a few short weeks through our Global Leaders Program. Here are the modules based on profiling, NLP, unconscious behaviour, and neuroscience. The people who've not prepared for their leadership have been reaching out. Many of these people right now are working from home for the very first time. They're feeling isolated and a lack of control of the situation. These people are very directed and driven people, and all of a sudden they're being told how to run their business. This is causing grief and loss. People are at home, your executives are at home, and they need direction. They need to find ways to keep up their productivity and their motivation. How do they time manage now? You know, it's different from being in the office to working at home alone or with family. And there's very many distractions. Those that are running your teams, how are they communicating? During this time of crisis, what else is keeping you up at night? So what is the plan for the next 6 months? Are you going to redevelop your business model? Are you looking to transform yourself or your team or your organization? Now is the time to upskill so you're ready when it gets busy, when we return back to work. Are you going to understand how to communicate better through behavioral science, build relationships using unconscious behavior, and maintain culture through foundations of culture building that used to be different before and then it is now as remote? How are you going to launch your business when you're going to get busy in a few months' time? Or are you just going to stick your head in the sand for the next 6 months and hope that it just goes back to how it was? Unfortunately, in some cases, opportunistically, it's not going to go back to the same. Things will be different. Let's first of all talk about the culture that you have in your business. What builds culture is engagement, trust, relationship, managing behavior. This is through key performance indicators, setting goals, tasks, communication, not just a system communication, but being able to communicate to people on their level through behavioral science. And then aligning the company's vision, organization's vision and values to that of your employees and understanding where they are. These are the aspects of culture. What do you think is the most important foundation when building culture? Many people say communication, and that is totally important. But if you don't have trust, it doesn't matter how good you are at communicating, you won't be able to build it. Trust is actually, in fact, the number one foundation for gaining customers as well as retaining your staff. With trust in your staff, you will have people that are innovators. They tap into their creativity and increase your productivity, therefore increasing your bottom line. All of this is really important when we're working remotely and not seeing our staff like we used to. So how did you build trust in the past? You would schedule meetings, you would have social outings, lunches together. You at the sales monthly meeting, you would do a public recognition. You would have team leader trainings and team trainings that build time together and purpose together and experience together. But also those little things that happen in the office, like water cooler conversations, sticking your head in someone's office to say hi in a personal chat, and then followed by a little bit of a lesson in something you're doing for work. These things are gone now. How are you going to develop trust without these easy things to do when people are in your face or in the same building? Now your staff members are sitting at home alone. Now is the time to build trust personally with them. You need to understand their personal drivers. What gives them purpose? Why are they here? How does the working for your company solve their desire in their life? Money doesn't buy motivation. Many other drivers do, and we have tools to show this. Your personal attention. So we're not talking about just a simple phone call. We're talking about having a personal attention plan so that you are talking to the person how they need to be talked to based on what their needs are and their profile style. Coming up with a personal development leadership journey is another way to build trust. Right now, your staff are finding it difficult to work during the day. There's cramming things at night to meet the goals, and the day's not looking like it used to. If you give them purpose so that they are still developing their leadership skills whilst they're on these remote working times, then that's going to help them trust you, that you know that you can, that they know that you trust them to be a part of your business, even through these hard times as you come out to the beginning of the new launch, because you're going to need them then. So you've got to keep them engaged now. Creating challenges that do cause stress. So we know that stress actually diminishes trust. So think about that right now while your employees are at home alone, stressed, not knowing, thinking that they're the ones that are going to be next to be asked to leave the company. What I'm talking about here is giving them responsibility, giving them a purpose with a challenge. When there are correct amount of stresses involved around a challenge, then you actually are engaging them and building that trust in them, and then they will trust you. And then communication. So we talk about communication, but we really want to understand how their values and their purpose and their vision for their career aligns with what you're offering. What is your business values and vision? How is that playing a part in why they're working with your organization? And then building relationships now is more important than ever. And yet it's the most difficult time more than ever because we are so remote from each other. Having that empathy is an emotional intelligence to know when to talk to someone and how to talk to them, how to network and grow your business in these times. These are the things that we learn through our Global Leaders Program. Right now, the right actions are going to keep your staff engaged, motivated to continue their workday, productive, focused, innovative, and creative. Because let's face it, if you've got staff that are innovative and creative, you're going to survive this and come out the other end in a better position. We have free tools available for everybody that are working with staff at sarahmorgan.com.au/PA. And we have free calls. So if you want to have a chat to understand how you could have access to our tools or our Global Leadership Program, then please book in a time and I am happy to have a chat and see what we can offer you to help you. Some of our tools are free, so it's not going to hurt or cost you anything to have a look. I look forward to hearing from you and talking about our Global Leaders Program.